Hey beautiful peeps, good morning. It is Tuesday. It's a rainy morning and I am trying to get a parking. I just got into the parking lot. It is almost 8 a.m. which is when class is scheduled to start. So it's 7:59 right now. So that's why the traffic is heavy and it's raining. Yes. So this morning we have today we have 3 lectures. I have classes from 8 to 9:40. That would be my complex class, which is med-surg. Then I have another class in the middle, which is evidence-based nursing, where we learn about research and how to find evidence-based research and the importance of it and stuff like that. Then in the afternoon from 12 to 2, I have my childbearing, maternity, OBG, obstetrics class, pediatrics class. So next week is actually our first exam in OB, and it will be based on 3 lectures, and then after that we will be starting our pediatrics portion of the semester. So, and then in 2 weeks we have our first med-surg or complex exam. So peeps, I'll update y'all if necessary throughout the day. Tomorrow is our my section's very first clinical in the hospital. So yeah, that will be maybe an entirely different vlog, or maybe I'll just fit it into here, because it's not like I'm going to show anything in the hospital, but I'll just tell you I will just tell you all a little bit about how clinical is set up in the third semester. Why can't I talk? I'll tell you all a little bit about how clinicals is set up in the first semester once I find that out. So peeps, see y'all later. Bye.
Check that out. That's going to give you an idea of your interventions, okay? You don't have to memorize all this for your test or anything like that. Okay, are we ready? All right, let's get going with it.
Yeah. I'll be back. All right.
She better use this. Like, I don't know, I got 5 years.
Class ended extra early, so we're doing whatever some people are doing, working on assignments, and some people went out to get something to eat.
Usually you remain infertile during the breastfeeding stage. However,
Alright beautiful peeps, class has ended. Now it's time to go run some errands, so I might take you along with me, or probably not. I'll see you all tomorrow for clinicals and tell you all about it. Thanks for sticking to this vlog. Bye. So beautiful peeps, I just got home and I got a beautiful email from the school. Guess what? My wish came true. So we're gonna have open labs this semester on Fridays. Friday is one of my free days. Yeah, on Fridays from 10 to 2. So we have to sign up. You sign up if you want. Yeah. I'm so happy because if not for open labs, we won't get the opportunity to practice those skills that we learned in first semester, those skills that we practiced a lot in first semester. Because in the first semester, that's when we had fundamentals of nursing and health assessments. So we got to go to the labs a lot. That was one of our classes, being in the labs and doing those skills checkoffs and all of that. But second semester and third semester and so on, you're now going to the hospital and you don't get to go to the labs to practice that. So it's more of watching videos and then, taking the opportunity once you're in the hospital with your nurse to learn some more and reinforce what you learned already. But that's why we have the boot camps and simulation labs during second and third semester. You go in for about 4 hours, you review concepts, you review some certain skills, you practice them with the instructor, you may be put in groups to use the machine, administer the medication, follow the steps to review those skills. But we didn't have the opportunity in second semester to have open labs. We actually had open labs in first semester when exams time were approaching, when our skills check or final checkoff for practical was approaching. One of the professors scheduled open labs for us, which was really nice. But we didn't have it in second semester, and I wish we did. And third semester, I don't know what happened, but I see we have it. Maybe a student asked for it. But I'm really excited for that. Anyways, peeps, it's still, what day is today? It's Tuesday. I'll see y'all tomorrow once I go for my first clinical for the semester. Bye. Hey, beautiful peeps, good morning. It is 6:28 a.m. and I'm heading to the hospital for our very first clinical this spring semester. Come with me. Not really come with me, but I'll update y'all. This is what it's like. It's really cold right now, and let's go so we could meet the teammates and the professor in the cafeteria. Bye. Alright peeps, I'm walking to the shuttle. We have to park in a designated area and take the shuttle, which is not far from the hospital, and get on it. We have to give priority to the actual workers, like the nurses or staff who are also waiting on the shuttle. So let's get to the shuttle and get to the hospital. I'll be updating y'all whenever I can. I can't tell you too much anyway, but we'll see what I can tell y'all.
And you put it on, you can do a PowerPoint, real simple.
I can make carbon trash. You have my phone number.
Hey, beautiful people. So, clinicals are over. It is 4:23. Yeah, this is the time we ended our clinicals. What do I want to tell y'all? So, have to be careful not to say too much because, patient confidentiality and all that. But if you're interested, just very briefly, we have a group. My section is a group of 8 students. With our preceptor, we went to the ICU step-down unit. We're each assigned 1 patient, 1 nurse. So you work with the nurse. The nurse may have 2, 3 patients, 1 patient. You work with her, but you have 1 patient that you will be taking notes of, looking through their medical history in particular, and doing your assignment on, which is our concept maps. We're no longer doing care plans. but we're doing concept maps, which are actually fun, even though they're a little chaotic when you draw them out. But it's nice because that's really what's happening in your brain as a nurse. So as a healthcare professional, you have all these concepts linking together in different ways. So it's nice to visualize that. So how the day went down, we got to the floor, went to our nurse, got reports on our patient. Basically, throughout the day, you stick by your patient, even though you're assigned a particular patient. You still, of course, as a student, have to take the opportunity to do stuff with the other patient. So things that our preceptor, which is our instructor, really stressed on for us to take advantage of is giving injections. So, for example, heparin injection in the stomach or behind the arm there. Heparin is something that prevents you from getting blood clots. Insulin, using insulin pens, hanging IV fluids, flushing IV lines, giving medication through the IV, just so that we could get the feeling of actually going through a real person, actually feeling how the needle goes through a real person, not just a mannequin or some object. And towards the end, like a while ago, we finished doing bed baths, but we did them in teams of two teams, because there were only 2 patients that really needed bed baths at that moment. What else did I practice today? What else did I do today? There's probably other stuff, but I can't really remember right now. Yeah, peeps, so this is clinical day 1. Check. We have 7 clinical days, but the last one, the 7th one, will be a half day where we have a research presentation to present in PowerPoint form. But this is it, peeps. This is... Let's push for 1 more day. Thursday will be our last day of classes for the week. So that will be the last day of this vlog, since I'm making a week, a vlog documenting the week, second week in nursing school, 3rd semester. I will tell you all what's going on tomorrow very briefly, because, people don't really have patience and attention spans for long videos so much anymore. But still, for those of you who enjoyed, stay tuned for tomorrow. Peace out. Hey beautiful peeps, good morning. I just remembered for the year I haven't mentioned that I make authentic vlogs on this channel. So let me be authentic. It's 8:01 a.m. and class starts at 8 a.m. complex lecture. So I'm late, right? But I had something important to do this morning, so that's all right. And I've already reviewed the lecture, but I don't recommend doing that, okay? I've already reviewed the lecture, so let's go to class. I'll be there soon anyway, so I won't miss too much. But let's go, because last lecture on Tuesday we had a quiz in class based off of the lecture. So we had EKGs and stuff that we had to read and answer questions, and it was mostly for an attendance grade, but it was also a quiz grade anyway. And did I have a quiz? Yeah, did I have a quiz in the next class? I don't remember. Oh yeah, in the next class was evidence-based nursing, the 2 credit hour class. We had a quiz which was 1 question just asking if you're here. It was a way for the professor to get attendance, because the hall is really big, so he doesn't know who's here and who's not. So let's go to class. Apparently it snowed in parts of Alabama and parts of Texas. I don't know which other states it snowed in, but we are already into the middle of February. I live in Florida and it doesn't snow here, but it's really cold and I love it. I love the cold. Ooh. As long as I can get myself covered up and feel cozy, I love the cold. I do not like the humidity and the heat Florida brings. Ooh, that's a nice vehicle. Wow, nice color. It's 8:17. Almost there. I know somebody's wondering. It's 31 degrees and it feels like 27 according to Google. This is funny. I wonder what class they learned this in. Oh my.
It looks like a thing.
On eraser.
Oh, it's right there.
So peeps, we just ended our first lecture. It's currently like 9 something, almost 10. So Bettina and I are in the study room again, trying to do some end of chapter questions, questions at the end of the chapter on EKG stuff. So we're reviewing our notes and seeing if we can answer some questions. Yeah, peeps. And then we have 1 more lecture later today. So Stay tuned, I'll let y'all know what's happening.
So it says a pacemaker could be given for bradycardia. So it wouldn't be for that one. AFib. AFib's not there.
If you have edema after an open heart surgery, that could be fixed. Get the fluid out, drugs, or mechanically. Acute inferior myocardial infarction. It's just acute. Yeah, I had a heart attack, but MI, okay. And the evaluation of tachydysrhythmias. So if I just evaluate your fast heart rhythms and stuff, that doesn't mean you need a permanent pacemaker. But if you have heart failure, try searching heart failure.
Motility starts to slow down because of progesterone, so there's a buildup of acid.
So peeps, class is over. Now I have to go to a pharmacology, a drug math review session because I'm taking my quiz tomorrow. So I want to see what I did wrong last time. It starts in 30 minutes, but let's just go. See if we can sign in. Hello. I'm here for the, what is that, 2:30, but the drug math review.
Yeah, I think they're doing it in the living room. I think.
The Success Center, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want, you could look in there.
Okay, thank you. Look at this candy. Hey beautiful peeps, I forgot to check back in. I sat there for the 30 minutes waiting, and then some other students came in and then we spoke, and I found out they were first semester students. And while talking, we were asking each other, you know, what if we had to email the professor to let her know we were coming so that she could, you know, prepare herself and plan and come to the room. But then we reviewed the announcement. It was a flyer, and we realized we were all wrong on the date. The day for that drug math review session is February 15th. We're in January, peeps. So we all left, yeah. But I'll just review some more practice problems on my own, make sure I'm not getting anything wrong, doing all my conversions correctly, I'm heading home now. I'm so excited because I'm going to eat a nice wrap. A nice wrap, homemade wrap, and then chill. And later I will do some drug math stuff. Today was a long day, so I want to just relax. Bertina and I had a great session reviewing stuff in the library this afternoon. It was really helpful, and OB class was okay. It's just that it was towards the end. I was struggling a bit. Yeah, struggling a bit. Yeah, peeps. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. beautiful peeps, the exam is done. I think I got 100 this time. It was still 10 questions. So now I'm gonna prepare to go to my open lab session. It starts in 30 minutes. So I'm in uniform. Because we have to, you know, always be in uniform once we're in the lab. Just like student nurses. So I have to put on my badge now, my watch. The breeze feels so nice and cool. The sun. So peeps, I practiced a little bit of putting an IV and drawing blood, but nothing was coming out because we're using fake arms, and I guess they're too traumatized. It wasn't really working, but it's fine. You just go through the motions and make sure you know the steps and what to do and why you're doing it. And I also practiced hanging a primary IV bag and a secondary piggyback bag, and I just pretended I was putting like an antibiotic, used the pump, and that went well. And the last thing I wanted to do, the professors advised me, like, there's no need to really practice that because it's not something that's done really anymore. It's not that common, mixing insulin. It's more common to use insulin pens anyway in the hospital, so I didn't practice that as they advised, although I still wanted to. But that was it, and I just chatted with them. And that's it, peeps.